Show, the world's number one fixed wireless podcast, hosted by yours truly, Benjamin Tansky, and
Eric Capellion, how's it going, everybody?
howdy
Back
out there,
again.
radio world. Yes, an RF world for us here in the fixed wireless
This
business.
I love it.
Breaking through. Let's start this show with a fabulous introduction. Here we go. Bam!
Man.
Look at that beautiful, beautiful intro. I love that. Well,
Love
headphones.
it.
Look, we all wear headphones, right?
Oh, we're headphones. It's so smooth. It's so clean. It's gonna be great.
So listen. So we posted stuff. We took a poll. There are a few topics we're going to cover today. We took a poll. We asked, what are the speeds that customers and managed service providers and partners are selling the most of in 2022? An unimaginable amount. It was quite it was quite shocking to see. You know, if you look back a few years, people weren't buying gig circuits. They were buying like 50 meg, 100 meg. But guess what, Daryl? How many people do you think out of 1,300 and change people that saw and did this poll? Do you think that people are buying 10 meg circuits or a gig or higher?
Something tells me they're probably buying a gig or higher. Also, that's an insane response rate on that poll.
Is that
That's
a leading question? That was a leading
of course
question.
it was.
Kind of knew that.
I feel like I got teed up too easily there.
You did. The answer is absolutely, you're right. 1 gig to 10 gig. So the question is, what are people doing with this bandwidth?
It's a good question.
Why do they need so much of it?
So it's pretty crazy, right? That as time goes on, right, we see obviously bandwidth requirements are going up and up and up.
Wait, let's check out this cool video here. Wait, I'm going to show this clip. You keep talking. You keep going.
Oh, I remember doing this. Let's see if
right?
you can see my fingers struggling.
Look how fast that is. Look how fast that is.
Yep. With
a multi-gig. Look at it.
less than a millisecond of latency.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And we just keep doing it. And then promptly our cybersecurity software is like, what is this? Why are you doing this? Because nobody can really do that constantly, right? If you keep hitting 8 gig over and over again, sort of looks scary to some cybersecurity.
It's incredible. It's incredible that people are buying that amount of speed for their office. I mean, listen,
and more and more.
They're running cloud applications. They're pushing up massive amounts of data. I'm actually I downloaded this file. It was a 9 gig file from just with data in it for work. I mean, that's incredible. That's huge files. Huge. And if you didn't have a big connection, you'd be sitting there for like a week.
It's awful. Yeah, I've downloaded construction files that are like, many gig, and you're like, well, 3.5 hours later.
You're still waiting.
All right,
and then you lose your internet connection, and then you start again.
don't remind me, please.
Oh boy. Well, what's another question we got was, what's motivating the massive shift? Again, I think that hosted applications are great. It takes hardware out of the customer premise, but it also puts it somewhere else, and you have to access it, right? And nobody likes to wait for their data. You hit enter, you want it instantaneously. So on top of needing a lot of bandwidth to upload and download, you also need low latency. And Natural Wireless is a fixed wireless operator. We're wireless hotshots. That's what we are. We're hotshots. Just take a look at the speed test here. 8 gig. This is an incredible amount of speed. 0 milliseconds. You want latency that's low, you hit up Natural Wireless. That's your go-to. You might think fiber is the be-all end-all. Yeah, fiber is amazing. Don't get me wrong. But it's not the only game in town. They might want you to think it's the only game in town, but it is most definitely not the only game in town. Yeah.
And we could be there way faster than they can.
Oh, that's
way faster. It's not even comparable.
Yeah, like daily, you're doing surveys all the time. You're in the field,
We did an install. It was signed on Friday. It got installed today. They just did a speed test. That's with survey, ordering equipment, getting people on site, getting the building on board.
Unbelievable. I mean,
Done.
yeah, you look at that for a new build for fiber. You're looking at 27 emails back and forth, replies, delays, da 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 da.
We're going to open 17 different manholes, 7 of which we didn't know we needed to open. But we tried again. We keep trying. We keep trying. We keep trying.
We do. You know better than anyone else that it's the other side of the fiber game. Again, fiber is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the only game in town. And to put all your eggs in one basket and have multiple quote unquote redundant fiber circuits is, to me, idiotic, right? Why would you spend good money on a redundant connection that, quite frankly, will go down when your primary goes down?
Right.
I mean, it's inevitable. Smart players are using their fiber. Awesome. They're also using awesome ultra low latency fixed wireless from the roof. Those are the savvy folks.
Right. Well, it's the difference between diversity and redundancy, like we said last week, right?
Oh, man, so you're bringing up a can of worms. It's right.
Be educated, as you like to say.
Yes, always be educated. Diversity versus redundancy. Like you just said, it's it's very important.
It is what separates you from being a really good IT professional and being, good, par for the course, right? Someone that's going to actually protect your business from outages when they happen, right? I mean,
exactly. Yeah, and fixed wireless. Look, it's not new. People, you, me, every person in America has used fixed wireless, but they don't know it because your traditional operators, they have no interest in letting people know that their cell phones are so fast because microwave is interconnecting all their cell towers together, because the latency, as you saw from the speed test, is 0 milliseconds. It is incredibly fast. Incredible. I missed the speed test, the latency shot here. Look, 0 milliseconds. It's not even 1 millisecond. Come on, people. Come on. It's not new. Be comfortable selling fixed wireless. I don't care where you are in the country. Be comfortable. It's not new. It's 121 years old. Look at this. All these arrows. Fixed wireless, fixed wireless, fixed wireless, fixed wireless. It's not new. It's old. It's been tried, tested, and true. If you ever go on the highway and see those big, huge horn antennas on top of buildings, those are AT&T antennas. They're reflectors. That's been in production for more than 50 years. It's not new. It works, people. Sell it, trust it, own it.
And be aware that technology constantly improves, right? So a lot of people will say, "Oh, fixed wireless, can't that do like 50 meg?" No, you just saw it do 10 gig. It just happened in front of you.
Exactly.
Right? Show them this episode. Be like, "Listen, Errol's a dashing man. Ben's a dashing man. Watch 3 minutes and 30 seconds in 8 gig speed test. 0 milliseconds.
Crazy, right?
You're not going to get that anywhere else.
It's crazy. Listen, the other side is you're going to put all your eggs in one basket, and that's what you're going to be left with. You know, a fire,
actually,
a manhole explosion.
I love that. I just went on Twitter to be like, manhole fire, New York City today, and the top thing that comes up is it's manhole explosion season in New York City 3 hours ago.
That's
You're
right.
Like, oh no.
Yeah,
oh no.
And that's the outcome. There's a fire in a manhole, there's a fire in a building. Guess what? What's going to get online faster? Rebuilding an entire fiber path or bringing in a dedicated fixed wireless link? Come on. The answer is,
and not just that. You got, because it's diverse and the actual installation is redundant, right? Even if something were to happen on the other side of the link, our technology fails over seamlessly between backups, right? So it's happening right now. There's something's going on in Newark right now. I just got a ping.
Get your Lexus, baby.
Get your Lexus? Carry on.
Come on. You see that rooftop picture? Come on.
Oh, look at
you on that roof? You were on that roof.
Was, yes. That was me taking that picture, indeed. Yes.
Was that you? I thought that was me. Oh, whatever. But that's a great picture. Look at that. What's that tall building in the background? Oh, right. That's Manhattan.
Yes. Oh, look at it.
Yes.
Actually, look at it. This is an old pic. Oh, the cool part of you look back on all of our pictures and you're like, look at the skyline change. It's so pretty. But
it is. What's
amazing about this is, and what you can sort of see in that picture is,
you're amazing. That's what's amazing.
Stop it.
You're amazing. You are.
But because we have redundant links and you have a diverse path, you're really resilient even when like you can lose power in half of the city and still not lose your equipment, right? Still not lose your circuit, right? You may lose power in your office, in which case there's nothing we could do for you, but your internet will still be working.
It's true.
So yeah, that's why some of the big players that we work with use us.
Right? There was another item that
Mm-hmm.
I briefly wrote about that I said we would cover today. It's the new DOCIS version for coax. I was listening to another podcast, and this gentleman did bring it up, and I was like, "That's a very good point." So, your traditional incumbents, like I'm not going to name names, but your home providers that offer best effort coax circuits. And I think you're at DOCIS 3 point something or rather, I don't really know, but they're saying this DOCIS 4 point something, and it's going to be able to do symmetrical speeds. But the question isn't DOCIS like super compressed? Do you know exactly the technology behind DOCIS?
I do not, but
I think so. When I was listening to it, the gentleman said that in order for the operators, the traditional current operators that push coax, in order to do symmetrical speeds, they have to actually upgrade their back end. Some of it's
right.
upgraded, but they have to deploy fiber in order to do true symmetrical over DOCIS. And I think again, it's all a lot of marketing. It's kind of like 5G.
The
Everybody wants 5G.
buzzword we love to hate. Yes,
Right. So the coax, the new DOCIS version, is really an upgraded last mile backbone with fiber,
right.
using newer tech fiber if it's not already there, and then again recompressing it over DOCIS. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a DOCIS pro.
Shout out the podcast that you're heard it from. It sounds like they got.
I can't remember his name, but he's very, very good and very knowledgeable. And
we will get back to
we'll
get
give
back to
credit when credit is due. Next call next week.
Mhm,
Absolutely, you're right.
mhm.
You're right, Errol. Should definitely give credit when
Should
credit is due.
always shout out the good people in the business, because then everyone.
Good. You're a good person in the business. You're a good person.
Stop it! Listen, all of us are. That's why we're here. That's why we're trying to spread our knowledge.
Do you
Look
remember
at all
being on
these
the roof?
pictures.
You remember being
I
on the
do,
roof?
and I remember this was so cold.
It
You
was
can't
one
tell how
Vanderbilt.
cold.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
freezing and windy.
Yeah,
Oof.
you can see the steel cables running across the
I
top
can
and the
see your
bottom of
house.
this picture.
I can see your house. It's in the back. Or you see
You
that right
can.
there? You're in
Yes.
Strong Island, right? You're a Strong Islander.
Listen, you leave Strong Island out of this, man.
Ooh, Strong
You
Islander.
can see a lot from here. Which, listen,
It's just
another wonderful value of fixed wireless. If I can see it,
listen,
we can get there.
If anyone's thinking about a dedicated circuit, they're like, "Oh, fiber. Fiber is always top of mind." But
Mhm.
you quote out any fiber, any dedicated circuits. If you're not also quoting out a fixed wireless dedicated circuit in New York or anywhere in the country, you're doing a disservice to yourself if you're the client, or if you're a partner, you're doing a disservice to your client. You want you want you don't want redundancy. You want diversity. Diversity is fiber on the bottom, fixed wireless on the top. That's diversity. Having two fibers, is that diverse? Doesn't look diverse. It really doesn't. It just looks like it's another mishmash.
It's another cable in the same street.
I like mishmash. Is a good word.
Mm.
There was a restaurant in Montreal called Cosmos, and they used to have a mishmash. Oh, it's the best breakfast ever. Oh,
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten lunch yet. Stop it. I haven't eaten lunch yet. Stop it. Right,
I think I covered. Did we cover everything here?
I think we hit the high points. If anyone's watching that wants to throw a comment in, we'll happily shout you out, or we'll get you more.
No comments. I don't want any comments. I want to just talk to you. Just talk to you. Just a one.
Of course.
Comments.
Of course. Great minds thinking alike. Fair.
But we will give a shout out to our fearless leader, Jay Yin. Where are you, Jay Yin? Are you around here, Jay?
Welcome, Jay. Jay, if you're watching, welcome.
We should have Jay on the call one day soon.
Absolutely.
Too, right? Listen, he's so charismatic.
Next week, Jay, you're on the spot. You got to come on.
Be prepared, as the Lion King says. Isn't the Lion King? Be prepared.
Yes.
Be prepared. Oh yeah.
On that note, folks, let's play our outro. Thank you for joining us.
Is that it? No.
Oh, I can't play you off. I'm trying to play them off.
Which one should we use? I got one.
You know what to do. You know what to do.
All right, everyone. I appreciate it. Errol, good seeing you again today.
See you all, folks. See you next week.
Peace.
Thank you.